We will mostly be writing select statements to retrieve data from MySQL so that we can use it in PHP, but we will need to execute some other statements to create the database and insert data into it. I've attached to this video a text file with those commands. Download that file and let's take a look at it. I have opened the text file that contains the SQL queries we'll need to get started with this project. The first command is create database. This will create a new database called Shirts for Mike. The second command switches over to the Shirts for Mike database so that all future commands will be executed against it. The third command is create table. This command will create a new table called products, and it will create a number of columns for name, price, and so on. The fourth command is insert into. This command will insert a row of data into the products table. You specify the names of the columns into which you want to insert this data first, and then you specify the values in a matching order. This command will create the red shirt, the first shirt in the catalog. I have 35 total commands in this text file, one to create the database, one to switch to the database, one to create the table, and one to create each of the 32 shirts. To put our products in the database, we'll need to execute all of these commands in a MySQL client. I'll select all the text here and copy it to the clipboard. I'll be using PHPMyAdmin in this course, but you can use MySQL Workbench, the MySQL command line tool, or any other MySQL client to execute these queries. In PHPMyAdmin, you would click the SQL window icon in the top left here. This opens a new window for SQL commands. Paste in all the commands here. As long as each statement ends with a semicolon, you can execute multiple statements at once. Click Go here to execute them all. Back in the main window, you can see that we have created one new database called Shirts for Mike. If I click on the database name, you'll see that this database has one new table. We'll store all the products in one table. Each column in that table will represent one piece of information about the shirts, the name of the shirt, the price, the path to the image, and so on. We can click on Browse to see the data. Each row in this table will contain one shirt. The table has 32 rows total, one for each of the shirts we had in our products array. We have now loaded the main products information into a MySQL database table. You might have noticed that this table is missing one key piece of data: sizes. We'll need another table to store the available sizes for each shirt, but we'll come back to that a little later on. We now have enough data for the shirts listing page, so let's keep moving forward and talk about how to access this data in PHP.